This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shade
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
You know, Heather, often my grandmother always pulls me aside and say, you know, you've been doing this for a long time, you know, and I'll tell her, yeah, I just interviewed, Jay-Z. Yeah, that's great, son, but you've been doing this for a long time. Okay. Well, I interviewed Eminem. I work with Eminem, too. Yeah, but what are you doing with it? What are you doing with the platform? You know, well, how are you impacting people? How are you changing lives? Or are you changing lives? Or are you just happy to be around celebrities? And she made me think about it one day. What are we going to do with these platforms, these microphones, these cameras? It's all power. And I told her, she said, who are your mentors? I said, well, I have mentors, that I've watched on TV that do things that have always inspired me. Oprah Winfrey being one of them, who to me, I've learned more about myself through Oprah than I do in church, over the years. And then I mentioned Iyanla Vanzant as being another one because through her teachings and through her experiences, we've been able to help ourselves through it. And I told her, my grandmother, that's kind of what I would like to do with these platforms in my own way. So never in my wildest imagination that I think Iyanla would be here with us today. And she is with her new show, Fix My Life. And I want to welcome you to our home here at Shade 4-5. And you look radiant as always.
Thank you.
And it's interesting. We're energy folks.
Yeah.
So when people walk through the door, I always look at them to see what's the energy. And you just hit me with a lot of warmth.
Oh, yeah.
So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
First and foremost.
Welcome to the platform.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you got a platform.
Thank you very much. And you told me you cousin Jeff and myself and others, I'm sure that you followed us, man. So I'm very honored to have you follow us. I want to say there was a moment between Oprah and you that took place in 2011. That when it happened, man, I can't tell you how elated I was.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize I've never met Oprah. Never met you in person, you know, but I felt like two family members who had gone through some adversity had came together and shared it with the world.
Yeah.
And in a medium that is often used for negativity, you guys showed some positive energy, positive light, and I fed off of that. I want to, if you don't mind, I want to go back at that moment.
Yeah.
And there was some really powerful things you said in front of the world.
Well, let me start right here. Let me just put it out there. I love you. I have always loved you and had nothing but positive regard for you. And I am now so sorry. I am aware of how my behavior and my choices could have appeared to you and been experienced by you as betrayal. Please forgive me.
You said that took so much courage.
No, it was the truth.
It was the truth. Talk to me about that.
And that's what it was. The only thing that happened, what happened in the big scheme between Miss Winfrey and myself, was that there was a breakdown in communication. That I said something that she misunderstood, that was interpreted to her between 3 and 4 different people. And in the hurry up of our lives, we don't take time to come face to face, speak the truth of our heart. And, in this industry, it took us 11 years.
Yeah.
And when the time was right, in the due season, we came together and I had to own my stuff.
Yeah.
My stuff was that I made a choice and I said something that it took me 4 years to understand how she could have heard it. And then it took her 7 years to want to know what I thought she could have heard.
Yeah.
But it's in due season. And that's where we get stuck, Sway. We don't own our stuff. We keep pointing out, you did this, you did. No. This is what I did. This is what I did. And I understand because everybody wants to know that they're seen and heard and that they matter. It mattered to me that in the industry, it could have looked to Oprah and other people that I betrayed her. That's how it could have looked.
Yeah.
And I didn't want that. So I had to own my stuff. And I did. And It didn't put hair on my teeth, on my chest. My teeth didn't fall out.
Yeah.
My private parts didn't stop working.
That's good to know.
That's good to know.
That's a lot of information, but that's good to know. How did she react? I mean, off camera.
You saw it.
Yeah.
You saw it. That was not rehearsed.
Uh-huh.
I had not seen or spoken to Oprah Winfrey in 11 years.
Yeah.
And when I came on the show, what you saw is what happened. Actually, it was longer. You didn't see it all.
Yeah.
But you did see it just as it unfolded. We didn't rehearse. There was no script. There was no anything.
You know, in hip hop, we have a lot of rappers who go at each other's necks.
Bad behavior. I see it. It breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Bad behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Bad behavior. Those two brothers or sisters, you need to get in the room. But see, when we're rewarded for bad behavior, we think bad behavior is beneficial. And it's never beneficial because you speak. Imagine God gave you the gift to be able to use your voice to create music, to inspire people. And you speak those words. Those words have energy. Anybody that did basic science know energy can never be destroyed.
Yes.
It can be altered. It cannot be destroyed. So they speak these ugly, hateful words and they think that they just go away. No, it's stuck in your armpit. It's under your breast. It's in your womb. And now you can't understand why you have hypertension, diabetes, why your career is going down the drain. That energy is stuck in your body. It's going to catch up with you one day.
Wow.
So that one that you think is going to be a hit that ends up being a flop, that's because you was cussing at your brother on the radio.
Mm-hmm. Iyanla Vanzant has joined us. We're in the middle of first aid. We're going to open up the phone lines as well. 888-742-3345.
Yes, and you were just listening to a clip from the new season of Fix My Life with Iyanla Vanzant, and that was our good friend, Brian, who we know as Saigon. You know, I wanted to say thank you for coming today. You know, I'm a fan, and I thank you for your contribution to the universe. What I really love about this show is the beginning. When you wrote the book, Pieces from Broken Pieces, I've read One Day My Soul Opened Up in the meantime, but when you wrote that book, you just laid it all out. And I feel like Fix My Life is just a continuation of you helping everyone. And you've affected a lot of people. When I saw the Terrell Owens piece, we ran into him last in October, and I had to grab him like this, and I said, wow, that was so intense, you know, and I really appreciated that. And I just wanted to ask you, out of all the seasons that you've had, what was the most, which show affected you the most?
Wow, the show that affected me the most, I would have to say it was the Moorhead family, the family out of Chicago with the 3 daughters and the son, and the father had been incarcerated for all of their lives.
Because a lot of people have experienced that. Their parents have been in jail. Right. They come out and just the damage.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people can relate to that.
And these young women, one of whom was starting to behave badly with men, another one of whom said she didn't want anything to do with men, and the other one who was just frozen in time because she didn't know how to relate to men as a result of her father's absence, and the son who was basically just lost and stuck. I think that show affected me most as a mom, to realize that every little thing I do, every little thing I say, how I be in the world has such an impact on my children. It had such an impact on my children. And when I look, you know, there's an African proverb that says a man is who his mother makes him. And when I think about the fact that I have a son who spent some time at the Vacation Retreat Center, formerly also known as prison.
The Vacation Retreat Center. And he's right here like, man, you got to bring that up right now?
He knows, you know, because I believe that's where you take a vacation from the world and retreat to the center of your being to meet your creator. If the brothers really understood that that's what it's about. And when I looked at some of the things that I had shown him, some of the things I had demonstrated to him, I had to really own my stuff and say, man is who his mother makes him. Now, the one thing that he had 2 sisters that he always honored and respected, what he didn't honor and respect was himself and his power. And that's why he put himself in a position where he would end up in the Vacation Retreat Center. And I taught him, as a black woman in America, that who he was as a man wasn't important. I taught him that. I own it. And as soon as I got clear I corrected it.
There it is. Iyanla Vanzant is here. Fix My Life. It's on the OWN network. New episode starting Saturday. New season, May 10th. We have people on the line that would love to speak to you.
Okay.
All right. Ian is from Colorado. Ian, good morning. How you doing?
Doing good, and you?
Doing well. Thank you. Say hello to Iyanla Vanzant.
How are you doing?
I'm blessed. How are you, beloved?
Not bad. Another day at work.
Oh, good.
So what's your question?
Yes, ma'am. I'm a younger kid, and I'm talking to this girl. I've been kind of on with her for a while. She has a baby, very young, and her baby daddy's been out of town. They've had a lot of fall throughs, and she came back to town, and all of a sudden she kind of got cold with me. I haven't really talked to her so much, but I don't think she'd go back with him. I just kind of don't know what to do to like help her out, because I know she has a lot going through her mind on like him being back with him, how he treated her and how he wants to see his daughter, but she knows that if she goes to see him, that he's gonna try to get back with her, and it's just not gonna be good. I just don't know what to do to help her.
Thank you, beloved. I first want to play back your conversation that you just offered me. You said, I am a kid who's been seeing a girl who has some problem with a baby daddy, and I don't know what to do. That was your conversation.
Yeah.
So a kid wouldn't know what to do. Yeah? A kid wouldn't know what to do. That's how you identified yourself. And it's not a kid's place to take care of a girl. Has she asked you for support, insight, whatever? And for you as a male to refer to your brother, because you're a male and the man she had a child with is a male, for you to refer to your male brother, just another man, as a baby daddy is so dishonorable and disrespectful. That is something that we've embraced that takes away the importance of what it means to be a parent. And you're a man. Everything that comes out of your mouth can come to life. So don't birth dishonor out of your mouth, because when you call yourself a kid, you dishonor and disrespect yourself. So what I think I hear you saying is that you have a space in your heart and your life for a woman. You have a certain space in your heart and your life for her, but you see her life is not moving in a good direction. She's involved with someone who doesn't honor her. Would that be accurate?
She has good direction. She just, I don't want her to go back to him when she knows he treats her horribly.
But does she want to go back to him?
No, she's not shown me any reason of it.
Has she asked you for help?
She's gotten cold. I mean, she went out of town, like right when it came back to town. She said,
so don't allow her to disrespect you. There is no reason for you to have to sit around and wait for a woman that doesn't honor and respect your time and presence and energy in her life. If she don't want you, leave her alone.
Hey, Ian, thanks for your call, man. You're a citizen, too, man.
Sway in the morning.
All right, Iyanla Vanzant is here. 888-742-3345. Give us a call.
We'll talk. Will she stop running her mouth? Damn it.
Wow. That was a interview. Our guest, Iyanla Vanzant, is here with us today. Did with DMX, who's a friend of mine. You know,
so many people are mad at him because of the way he spoke to me.
But how do you?
I love him.
Talk about that. I mean, in that moment,
it's bad behavior. He's not his bad behavior.
Yeah.
And you know what? Here's the truth. And tell me, I'm willing to be wrong about this. We have watched publicly this brother destroy himself for years and act like we don't see it. We have tolerated and accommodated his bad behavior. We have made it possible for him. And we as a community have let him know it's okay for you to destroy yourself and I will be a spectator. We've done that because we did it to Michael Jackson. We did it to Phyllis Hyman. We did it to Whitney Houston. We're doing it to DMX. We're doing it to Chris Brown. And I come from an age and an era where the community is responsible for every individual. And as an elder in this community, I'm not going to get upset because DMX called me some names, because I know he's not in his right mind. And I'm just going to say that.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to let him know that it's not okay for him to behave that way in my presence as an elder in this community. I know I look good, but I'm old.
No. You know, but I think you're correct. I think we perpetuate that, especially when you talk about, I'll just specifically talk about the hip hop community and rap, this rap energy. We celebrate bad behavior.
Bad behavior.
You know, so which in turns perpetuate that it's okay to act like that. It's cool to act like that in certain ways. It's almost like a badge of honor to be ignorant nowadays.
Well, and to be self-destructive. I love him. I love Earl Simmons. He is a genius. You see, I read Earl Simmons' lyrics, and some of those lyrics, I'm like, oh, how could somebody be this in alignment with the creative force of the universe and behave like that? It's because we've let him know it's okay.
Definitely a genius on DMX, and I'm glad that moment took place, and I'm glad you're open and transparent about it. We have more people on the line. I want to get to Maria, who's from Tennessee, and she's been married for 6 years, and she's trying to balance life. Is this true, Maria? Maria, are you there?
Hello?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's line 4. Sorry, hold on one second, Matt. Maria, is this true?
This is true. Thank you for having me on.
So what is
Hello?
what is your question, beloved?
Well, my question is, I'm trying to figure out how to balance the relationship between being a wife, a sister, and a daughter. And it's something I'm finding a little bit difficult, especially since when I got married, I kind of didn't tell nobody. I just eloped.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing out loud. I'm sorry. Okay.
So my family kind of, ever since then, they kind of thought that he was like the bad guy because I've never done that, but I did do it. I chose to do it, and I thought that was the right thing for me to do.
That's not true. Come on, tell me the truth. That's
So
not true. Tell me the truth. How you gonna call up and tell Iyanla Vanzant a big old fib? What is it that you really want to say? Come on now.
Well, I mean, I expected another wedding later on, but I didn't know that it was going to be such a big deal between my family and him. And now it's like everything that happens, he's the bad guy. Like I gained weight. I gained like 65 pounds in this marriage, and he's the bad guy. It's his fault. I got diabetes now, and it's like, oh, it's his fault because I didn't eat the way I did before living with him. But I'm like, no, it's the choices I made. But I still need to figure out how to stop making him be the bad guy because he's been taking all this heat from my family, and it's not his fault. Really, it's my fault.
Let me see if I got this correctly. Help me if I miss a piece of this. I'm to understand that you were involved with a young man, with a man that you wanted to become a part of your life. And in order to make him a part of your life, you dishonored, disrespected, and abandoned your family, went off and married this man in secret, denying your father, your mother, whoever, the opportunity to celebrate and bless you and your partner. Got into the marriage that you didn't allow them to celebrate and bless, and you now are a diabetic who's 65 pounds overweight, and they blame him? Is that what I'm hearing you say?
Yes, actually.
Yeah. Well.
And what is it? What's your question?
How do I fix my messed up? How do I fix that?
Tell the truth. You haven't told the truth. You have not told the truth. You haven't even told me the truth. Because, see, there was a reason you did not allow your family to bless and celebrate the union with that man. There's a reason. And that's the reason you're diabetic, and that's the reason you have 65, 75, 80 extra pounds on you. Tell the truth. You don't have to tell it to me. First, tell it to yourself. Forgive yourself.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's because of the fact that at the moment, in the time my family and I, we were going through different situations. Like I just came back from, being in the military, and I couldn't really relate to them. And I found somebody I could relate to that could understand me, and we really hit it off. And I didn't really see the wrong in getting married at a courthouse versus later on down the line having a wedding and having my family. You know, they met him and, you know, they experienced him, but ever since then I've kind of not been going back home like I normally would. I'd be home like every weekend.
Okay, so you know what, beloved? If you really believe that, then keep telling yourself that, and then go to your family, present that story to them, and see how that works for you.
Maria, thank you for your call, and keep us posted on how that progresses. And you're a citizen.
That's way in the morning.
And you know, everyone, the new season starts on Saturday. What I really love about this, each story, even as a watcher, you take something out of it that you can check yourself. So it's not just for them, it's for everyone who's watching it.
Please see it that way.
Yeah.
Don't get caught up in the details of the story, talking about the people's makeup and their clothes and their shoes. Look for the issue, find it in your life, listen for the results. I always tweet live during the show, and I give lessons, just in case you missed them. I do a pop quiz at the end of the show.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah. I say, here's the 6 lessons from tonight. Because I want to make sure it's not a television show. It is an opportunity for us to tell the truth about who we are, how we do what we do, so that we can make better choices. It just happens to show up on television.
What is your Twitter address, your social media, so people can follow you?
Okay, follow me on Facebook. I don't know where that is. And like me on Twitter. Is that right?
Yeah.
Like me on Twitter.
And follow her on Iyanla Vanzant.
Like you on Facebook.
Like me on Facebook.
And follow you on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I sent out an Instagram message the other day. It was a totally new experience about my puppy. I have a new puppy. Her name is Miss Jewel. I put her on Instagram.
And before you leave, let us know what else is going on. I heard that you and Oprah are going to do an 8-city tour.
We are. I'm going on an 8-city tour with Miss Winfrey this fall. We'll be in 8 cities. I don't remember all they are right now. But here's the big thing. This is what I want to know. May 10th, which is the day that my show premieres, is my 25th anniversary of doing this work in the world. I started my institute, Innovisions Institute for Spiritual Development, 30 years ago. But it'll be 25 public years old on May 10th.
Congratulations.
And I'm really so glad about that.
Yes.
So if you're interested in learning the process for living a better life, we do workshops, we do classes. Visit us at www.innovisionsworldwide.com or Iyanla.com and learn how to do the work. That's really all.
Thank you.
Want folks to
Thank
do.
you for sharing this energy with us in our citizenship.
Thank you. Yeah.
And bringing your son with you, too. And, you know, we got some people in common. So that's what's up.
Common, I love Common.
You like Common? Let's get a Common song going, all
I'm
right?
married to him. Did you know that?
Have the beef.
I want to have his baby.
But we're married. How are we going to
does
do
he
that?
know?
No, he doesn't know he and I are married, but I mean.
I want to have his baby, but don't tell Idris.
Oh, wow. We got.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.